Okay, let's get this showboat on the roadboat. Okay, I think that's everything I need to do there. I've got the credit in place. Got the music playing. Got the volume set. All right, let's just stop this bad boy here. Call it good. We're going to get going. I've been waiting long enough, but I want to get started. Okay, we need to go to playing. And I got to readjust my microphone because it ain't quite right there. Okay, and this doesn't have to be here no more. I think everything is situated. Oh, we need one more thing. There's always one more thing. All right, I need you guys' chat window. How did you get in there? And how do I get you out of there? Alrighty, folks, welcome to Philosophy SMP Season 5. We are live, and we have to work on this project right behind me here. As you can see, we need to finish this tower and join it to the roof. Well, you can barely see it. Let me show you a better view of it. It's not that good here. But if I look over here, you can see I need to figure out how to blend that together. Do I make the wall curve in? Do I keep it flat? What do I need to do? And I've got some blocks from last stream, and we're going to work on that today, and that is today's project. Now, we have some rock music playing because I need to pump up my blood a little bit here. So, yeah, we're getting ready for some rocking out here. Hope that'll be okay with you guys. All right, so I want to take a minute and I want to talk to you guys about something. Let me dump some of these items that I've got on me. I don't know where they came from. I've got an eyeball and I've got some zombie flesh. Anybody working it out here yet? No, Ray Cactus is still not in residence, but I hope he's doing okay. Okay, so we need to put these ingredients away. I think we've got some zombie flesh from a lot of zombies that we had to deal with earlier. Got a little bit of raw fish here. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. We'll probably cook some of that up. All right, I think that's everything that we need. Let's go over here. So this is what I'm talking about in here. I've got to figure this out. Oh dear, I still cannot get up these very well for some reason. If we don't do it the right height. Got to figure out how I want to blend this wall in here. If I'm going to come in flat or if I'm going to curve it. If I follow the pattern, we have a pattern of a 3 and a 2 and a 2 and a 1. And then it goes 2, 2, 3. Where we are here is we've got 3, 2, 2, 1, and then this is our first. It's supposed to be 2, but it's only 1 right now, I think. Yeah, I don't know why it's not 2. It should be. Let me double check this. I might have misdone this here. I was half asleep when I was working on this. 3, let's see, 2, 2, 1. Yep, this is actually supposed to be one more wide. By my logic, it's supposed to be, if I did everything correctly here, 3, 2, 2, 1. That's what we've got here. 3, 2, 2, 1. So we got a 3, we got a 2, we got a 2, we got a 1. This is supposed to be a 2. So let's fix this first. And then we're going to talk about some stuff that I've learned here. Just today, actually, but I've been kind of working on this for a little while. It just kind of come to the forefront today. So a user made a valid point last stream, said I wasn't even trying to be entertaining, and that was a valid and correct point for them to be making. And I wanted to be clear about that. I may not be the most entertaining, streamer right now. So be forewarned about that. I think what we'd have to do is expand this wall out normally, but I'm just going to jiffy it on up here. We're just going to start with some stone and then sprinkle in something afterwards. Let's make sure we got my... So basically what I'm going to be doing here today is I'm just being selfish and just enjoying myself. And if you happen to want to be along for the ride and are enjoying the stuff we're making, wonderful. Happy to have you here. And if you're not happy with that, there's other people that are going to entertain you that are out there. And, if you want to have just a chill, relaxed experience, that's what I'm here for. So I hope that's going to be okay, but I just want to be clear about that right at the beginning. I'm not trying to entertain people. I'm not, Dream or any of those, big YouTubers like that. That's just not who I am. I provide a chill, welcoming place to just kind of hang out and just want to build a little bit. So that's what I do. That's my thing. Okay, let's get this here. And of course, we lost a few right up here on top. Okay, now we got them all. What I want to do is I want to texture this real quick. I just want to scatter in a few textures here. So I'm thinking, remember our rule, this can't touch andesite. So maybe this could be, oh dear, we don't have really a spot for, we got all this andesite everywhere, but we don't really have a spot. I'm going to put a brick right here. Let's go to bed really quick. We don't want to be dealing with the nighttime. I'm giving this metal track list to try over here at Slipstream, but I don't know if I'll stick with it. It's kind of distracting and hard to talk over. Okay, so to work with our pattern, we have to turn this into a regular stone block. Okay, and then if I wanted to, I could perhaps add an andesite right here. Seems like a plan to me. So that takes care of the bottom half of this. And that solves part of our problem. We now fit the pattern correctly like we're supposed to, which is good. I'm thinking I want to put an andesite right here. Okay, so now let's pump up our scaffolding here. And I got to figure out how we're going to blend this. Remember, we want more diorite down here at the bottom. So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll just do 2 diorite right here, right next to each other on this side. Hello, Mr. Myers. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You came in at a good time, just about to talk about some stuff I realized I wanted to talk about today. I just don't know if I can get my thoughts straight. The music's not helping much. It's a little distracting, so I might put on something different. I wanted a little blood-pumping music there to begin with. But it's hard to talk over it, really. So we're just fleshing out the walls here on this today. That's the plan. We're trying to figure this all out here. How are you doing today? Is it sunny where you are? It's nice and bright and sunny over here where I am. Kind of enjoying that. All right, I am going to, I think, add one more right here. Actually, I don't know that I want it quite like that. That doesn't look quite right to me, I don't know why it doesn't look right, but it don't. I'm going to go ahead and put it maybe a double. No, I don't want a double. I only want a single. I don't know why this side's higher. Oh, because I must have raised it up when I ran out of blocks last stream. That's probably what happened. And then maybe we'll just stick one right here. Because it's supposed to be less diorite on this part than the rest, so. Alright, I like that diorite and calcite wall. 76 sunny. That sounds like about what I have over here where I am. I haven't been outside yet. It's sunny, but it's partially cloudy. And it's got to be somewhere in the 70s, I'm sure. And thank you for the comment on the wall. I'm pretty happy with my wall too. It took a little bit of work and effort trying to figure out how to put all this together. I fell down. I need to get back up where I was. I need to get all the way around and get my rest of my blocks. But yeah, we got some stuff to talk about, and I need to turn the music to something different or pause it, and we'll talk about it here. Just wanted to do like a public record of it, kind of a thing. Yeah, I didn't check the chest yet, see if we made any money. We might have made some money. I've been getting black ink, squid ink for a friend of mine. Okay, so let's go check that real quick. I'm going to go change the music out to something more instrumental and calm. It's been fun. It was fun having a little bit of a blood pumping music, but like the guitar work. That's not very conducive to trying to do a stream, as fun as it is. So that was the metal playlist over on Slipstream. Let's go to moods and let's see. Actually, let's go to the home page, see if there's any chill or anything new out we can grab here. We got an ambient, a cozy gaming. Ooh, Nebula Chill. Let's see what Nebula Chill sounds like. I don't know if I've tried this one yet. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about today, something I just kind of realized. One of the things that I like to do in real life, and I'm not here playing Minecraft, I like to cook. I like to make things with, cooking, putting ingredients together. It's one of my things that I enjoy doing. And something that I learned early on when you're cooking food is it tastes better, it digests better based off what you're watching when you eat it and how you prepared it. It's just something I kind of picked up and learned, over time. If you sit down and you cook something and you're just doing the best you can with the ingredients you got, you're following the recipe to the best of your ability, and you're just wanting to make something that the people that are going to eat that, even if it's just you, are going to enjoy, you're usually going to end up with something really tasty. 9 times out of 10. Part of the thing that goes into the cooking, and it sounds a little woo-woo, I know, but part of the thing that goes into the cooking is your love, your care, your concern, These desires you have to provide a nice meal for yourself or another person or whatever you're doing. I thought I fixed this one here. I guess I didn't turn this one off yet. Let's see, where shall we place the... Maybe just one up. No, I think that'd be too awkward. Let's just leave this one out of here and we'll put in a diorite in its place. So it occurred to me today that I need to do the same thing with the content I'm making. I have kind of this negative attitude about the content that I'm making and the streams that I'm doing. I've been really kind of negative and down on myself. Like, I hate this stuff and I don't think it's very good, and I think it's boring, and I have all these negative connotations when I'm making the content, but that bakes, as it were, cooks into the content, and that affects the audience. So I need to change my perspective. So I'm making a public record of this so I can look back at this someday and say, hey, I figured this out, and hopefully I remember it. But what I need to do is care enough about the audience that I want to give them something tasty, if that makes any sense at all, in the context of the sort of doing a video game type content thing. I need to care enough about them to make them something that tastes good. So I need to take the ingredients that I've got and make the best meal, as it were, that I can make for them. It feels like there should be another piece, but if I put one here, this looks odd. And then we've got a problem here too. I need to figure this out. Give me 1 second. But yeah, basically that's what I figured out today. I need to change my attitude towards my content. I'm entirely way too self-critical and self-judgmental, and when I get comments like happened last stream, it kind of derails me, and I responded, I think, pretty well overall, but I can't let stuff like that derail me. I have to learn from it and figure out what the person's trying to teach me, and I think I figured out the lesson here. I hope I did anyway. So now I got to figure out how to apply this to what I'm doing. That's the next step. Okay, I think we're good. This one over here might need some, but remember, near the top of this is mostly going to be calcite. So it's transitioning because we're going to move to a different block here entirely shortly. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share here, and I appreciate you joining me for the stream there, Mr. Myers, and anybody else that might have tuned in. And just making that record here so you guys can hold me accountable and say, hey, didn't you learn this? And say that on the stream, and then I'll remember and be like, okay, yeah, you're right. It's partially about enjoying yourself, but it's also partially about really caring about what you're doing and what you give to the person or persons receiving whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so we need to get the other side a little higher. It looks as if we raised one side and then must have stopped somewhere because we ran out of blocks. So we're going to take care of that right now. Get it all raised up so it's equivalent. And yeah, okay, I see what I've done. I don't know that I have enough blocks. I hope I do, but I might not have enough. I might have to go get more, but I didn't want to do that on stream because that's a little bit boring. There I am being judgmental and critical again. I will make it as exciting as I can make it if I have to go mining. It is Minecraft after all. I mean, you would expect that mining is part of the process here, right? That's what I'm talking about. Being too down on myself. Lack of self-confidence, lack of self-assuredness, lack of belief in yourself. You name it, I'm probably dealing with it. Alright, so we did have enough blocks to finish and level this off. And now we gotta figure out how we're gonna put this together with this house here. Alright, I think we should probably go down probably through this so we don't get too much health loss. Go to sleep real quick. Let me know how the audio and all the other stuff is for you. If there are any issues at all, please let me know. And I hope that the quality of the stream is good and you will be enjoying yourselves. That's got to be my drive. My drive's got to be to enjoy myself, but at the same time provide stuff that, not really provide, it's not so much making the intention that I provide stuff that others enjoy, it's more having the intention that others enjoy it. Not so much obsession over whether or not they enjoy it, but more along the lines of I want them to enjoy it. It's my intention that they enjoy it, kind of a thing. It's an attitude thing, you know? I don't know how to explain that any better. Okay, so here we go. We've got to figure out how in the ever-loving world are we going to blend these together, and where are we going to blend them together? Do we have a solid wall right here? Do we bring the wall in, or do we just cut the wall right here? Because then that's going to change the shape on the inside of this side of the tower, but I don't know if that's an important thing or not. Well, let's go ahead. The best way to find out something is to just dive in and try it. So we're going to do that. I need to get myself some more calcite. All right, that should be enough blocks to get us going. What we're going to do is we're just going to bring this wall straight across. We're going to see if we like that. Seems like the best plan to me. Okay, so to do that, we'll just use straight up calcite, and then we'll bring in the other textures. Pardon me for burping. And then I assume at some point we should probably have some kind of a doorway here. Ooh, I like this piano track. This is good. I like it. My block placing skills today have derailed slightly. I might have heard this song before. Hard to tell. Alrighty, we need more scaffolding. Well, let me forget to pick some up at the local grocery store. So we're just flattening out one side of the inside of the tower. That's the plan here. The other way we can do this is we can curve the wall in. But if we curve the wall in, we lose some real estate. So we're going to try how this looks first. Then we're going to figure out if we want to do this all the way down or not. And then we got to figure out how we want to blend that roof in. I mean, do we want a little bit of a curve to where the roof comes in, or do we want to let it be flat? All right, in my chest of magical dreams over here, I should have some more scaffolding on hand. Did I drop any down here? Yes, of course we did. Sounds great. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Now, here's another problem with this, of course. That is very darn ugly, and there's not much detail or definition to that wall. If we were to push it back by one, we lose some interior space. We have to remove and adjust some things, but it does add more definition inside here. I'm going to go ahead and say let's push it back by one. I know we just got through building it, but let's take this thing down and try and figure out how to push it back by one. And I'm glad that I'm assuming you're referring to the music. Hopefully both the music and the audio quality sounds good. And you're getting a nice chill kind of vibe here. That's my intention. That's what I want to provide. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to have a chill vibe. This is a place to come and relax. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, because if I do this, I also have to curve the roof. And I have to change where these support beams are going to be too. Unless I blend the support beams into it, which I can do. That's a very good question. I don't know if I want to, but I can. Well, let's give that a try, because that will make this more interesting, and I like more visual interest. I don't know about anybody else. I'm not 100% sure about blending in the beams to the wall. I am curious what that's going to look like, though. Now, if we do not like blending the beams, let's see, this is a 2, 1, 2. Okay, so this needs to come in. That's fine. This is where it needs to be. If we don't like blending it like this, we can take the beams out. I don't know what's going to look better, but when we look back, we'll know in a minute. Now this also messes up our window here. The garbage collector on this server just destroyed some of my blocks. That's why I always have to run out and grab them, in case you're wondering why I'm always running around grabbing blocks. It's a very aggressive garbage collector on the server, and I have to be fast if I want to keep my blocks. Alright, I'm thinking there should probably be a door around here somewhere. So let's see if I can't figure out where this door would be. Is this big enough? Would this be a door? There's an old joke for you. When is a door not a door? Let me know in the chat. That's an old joke, if you guys got that one. Oldie but a goodie. Okay, and we can keep this as solid wall or not. I don't know yet. And then we need to get down here. And now we're going to take a look at this and see what we've got here. Do we have something we can use? And of course this means that we have to push this wall down here back by one, which also means my chests are going to be in the way. Oh boy. I'll have to get some more chests and redistribute or reestablish them. Alright, so if I were to blend the beam in with the diorite, or the deep slate won't be there. We'll just have it all be white there. That's what the beam looks like blended in. I don't think I like that, so I think I'm going to remove the beam from being blended in. I don't think we're going to do that. I'm going to get some chests. I need to find some chests and move everything here in by one. Reestablish my goodie box here. And then got to reestablish my bed too, for that matter. Okay. All right, and then all I'm going to do is just shave off, I guess, this support beam. I guess the wall, it will just be the support, I guess. Or we'll assume that the beam is inside the wall some way. I can't see any better way to do that, so this was a floor design idea using the spruce, peeled bark, and the planks, which I can remember for that for later. We got to deal with this mess out here. Man alive, do we got a lot of these. And I don't know why there's a golden block over here. I guess that's the claims mod doing its thing. I've got 2 chests. I need one more. Okay, I gotta go turn my mom down. She's gotten way too loud and I can't have that bleeding into the stream. Hold on 1 minute, folks. Oh, she turned it down. I don't know why she's not watching her volume better. Today a man knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards the local swimming pool. I gave him a glass of water. Well, you know, he wasn't specific. Was it regular water or was it seawater? You know, that does make a difference, you know. Oh, really? I see how we're going to be. You're not going to cooperate with me. I see how it is. Okay, well then I can fix this. We will put all of the wood in here. It's going to be all disorganized now. No, stone doesn't go there. I think this is supposed to... Oh, I guess this is stone. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I know we don't know about that yet. Okay, here we go. Here's my rest of my chest. That didn't work to plan. Not even a little. This song here, I don't mind it. I've heard it a few times and it's fine. But it's not my favorite for sure. Alright, so this polished andesite, the stone, this is all going to go. Alright, yeah, that's all going to go over there. That's going to be the next step of our little build here. No idea where I'm going to put this cobble. Okay, I don't think we lost any blocks. I have no idea where the cobble's going. I don't even know what I'm doing with cobble in here. I can't recall being a part of my pattern. Why do I have a random 9 bone meal in here, I wonder? We're going to ahead and put this in here too. We'll put the sticks in the other one. Okay, now we're ready. We can get going on the moving. Can't hear, Mom. You're good. Okay, thank you. We're living in a little like 1,200 square foot apartment, which I know is actually rather large compared to what some people can get. Nowadays, apartments are like 800 square feet. And if you're in Japan or somewhere in Asia, I think it's even worse. But it's little for, you know, for 3 people. And the living room is just down the hall out there, you know. There's no space, just no stuff between me and the speakers that I've hung on the wall out there for him. Just, you know, no extra walls, just nothing to block the sound is what I'm trying to say. And it's tough. All right, I think we want some cracked stone. We want some regular stone. Door jokes. Knowing how to pick the locks has really opened a lot of doors for me. You started it. That's a good one, too. I'll remember that. You like my doors ajar when a door is not a door, huh? You know, the oldies are the best ones. Oldies but goodies. Of course, then there's the whole mayo on the refrigerator door, you know, close the door, I'm dressing, you know, there's that one. If you really want to take it to an extreme. Now, we could put a beam here because we don't have any way to differentiate between these 2 sections. So we can stick a wood beam right here on top of this and would give it a bit of an alignment. But if we're not going to show this beam, why would we show the beam here? I have to figure out something. I don't know what, but something has to be done there. Right now, let's try to texture this. A little bit of andesite here and there. Let's see, one right there. Maybe one there, possibly 2 here, and then we need a couple of brick. Let's see, I think we're going to make this one a brick. We're going to make that one a cracked brick. This one will be a regular brick. Pardon me a minute. Got a frog in my throat. But at least the cat didn't get my tongue. Oh dear. I keep forgetting I have a very narrow walkway here. I'm trying to stand back and look at what I'm doing, and I just don't have a walkway. I'm going to go ahead and put a double brick of stone in here, because you would imagine that the doorway would be a little more solid and substantial maybe. I'm actually going to go ahead and go even further and do another one here. Like that. I think I like that. And then I think I'll put an andesite right here. Let's take a look at that from a distance. I think we've got a good texturing job there. Looks like a wall that you would have there. We'll just do the same thing there to remove the supports, and we got to figure out what to do. But we have the same line all the way around, and I'm not sure what the solution will be. I know there's going to be another floor that you'll be able to get onto, because you have to be able to get up there. So you have to have at least 2 floors here on the tower, and then it's just going to be solid stairs. All right. I don't know that I like how this just kind of ends and there's no support. I don't think I like that. But in a way it fits and makes sense, because you would expect that the wall would be the support for the third thing, right? So I can just live with it, and I will live with it. I will just live with it. Let's do the next part. Need to change my textures really quick. Okay, now we've got another issue. We've got this doorway, but we don't have a block texture per se throughout the wall up to this point, but we need to do something to kind of match the theme. So what I'm thinking is we'll go ahead and bring in 1 or 2 of our polished. We have some polished diorite blocks somewhere. We'll bring those in. I think would be the best one. Not very many though, just a couple to bleed down into the roof area. So we've got that. We've got some regular diorite. We've got some calcite, and we'll make that into our next level. I don't think the andesite's going to be part of it. Jet it out. Jet it out. You'll have to explain. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. I think I know what you mean, but I'm not 100% sure. So please expand on the idea, and I will give it some consideration. I do like the sinking the wall in. I think that fixed part of our problems. I like that. I think that was a good idea. All right, I think what I'm going to do here is something along lines like this. And then this part here will probably have to be, I don't know what it will have to be right now, but this will have to be some other kind of block, probably wood right here. Okay, so I don't know that I like this straight line here. We're going to go ahead and remove it. I've been struggling with this. I didn't want to bring a line across. I didn't like that either, but now that I have another part of the wall here, maybe this will work okay. Whatever she's listening to has some beautiful singing in it. Tell you that for sure. Okay, and then I'm thinking maybe here and possibly here. And then we'll see what that looks like. And then up to that point, it'll be even less of the diorite in there. Got a jet. Have a great stream. Thank you, man. And have a good day. And thank you for joining. I appreciate your feedback. And if you want to leave a comment on the video, let me know what you were meaning by jutting it out. Let me know so I know what you were trying to get me to do. And I will give it a try and look into it. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. So now the next thing is to remove those beams. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I like how it goes in like that. It makes more definition. It does mess up a few other things, but I think it's going to work. Okay, so we are going to now remove some beams. We don't need them no more. And I probably lost some blocks on top of the roof here that got out. I didn't get up to. Okay. Got rid of those beams. Okay. Ooh. How far can we walk without crouching? It's a very good question. I don't know. Very hard to crouch on this stuff. I remember watching B-Debs trying to sell scaffolding, dealing with that. That was funny. It's too easy to prank. Oh, I put in the wrong blocks. I thought I was putting in regular calcite, and I ended up putting in... Oh, poo. Now I'm doing this all wrong. I ended up putting in... Seriously. I didn't mean that. I wanted to have not that. I wanted to have the other block. Why did it do that? I did not select that block. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But that's okay. We can fix it. I want to start with a calcite base so that I can decide where things are going to go. Okay. All right, let's figure this out and fix this on up. I'm wondering if I want to move this over here. For some reason, I don't like that block there, and I kind of like the idea of having a block on top, so I'm thinking I might want to go ahead and do something along the lines of this. That'll work. All right, let's go poop. Let's get on up above and get the rest of our blocks off of the roof and blend that roof in before it goes away on me. And I got to remember to eat some food. I'm running low on health because I keep plopping off the... That'll teach me to not have feather falling on my boots. Okay. All right, so we're going to take you out of here. And are there any other ones that need to be removed? No, I think that's as far as we have to go there onto that. So that will be fine. Okay, and then all we have to do is remove the rest of this mess. Okay. All right, so now we are getting this blended in. We got a couple of stray blocks we're going to have to deal with later, but that's okay. All right, let's go take a distance look at this and see what we've got. Believe I have some more bricks I'm going to have to pick up somewhere. Okay, the only thing I'm thinking is, do we want to have any sort of an opening in that part there? Maybe fenced off or something, but some kind of an opening where you could have a little lookout. Maybe even a balcony. Hey, hello, kitty. Just stroll on in here and say hi. How are you doing, kitty? Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. I'm not sure if it's going to be a fake balcony or a real balcony or what it will be. It should match over here. So what I'm thinking, we should have a couple of holes right here. I think that's about right. 2 blocks from the top. And that allows in some light here. And then we can turn that into a balcony later, or we can create like a door underneath it. That would be the balcony. Like we could have right here be a balcony. So were we to do that, I'm not sure. I put some basic textures on it now, but it would be something along the lines of this. And then you'd want railing. Very good question. Do I want it to go all the way across, or do I want to take a couple off of each side, like right here? Or do I want to just take one off? Let's just take one off for now. So this is what you'd have, and you'd have maybe a little view into the tower from here. You could maybe look up and check on your lantern, because this is a lighthouse after all. You're going to want various ways to look at your lantern, because you got to keep an eye on it and make sure it's running right. I think I would shave it down a little more and make it smaller. I don't think it'd be too much of a functional balcony. More of a work type thing. So I think something like that, and then I'd figure out some way to mount that onto the wall. Should not be too difficult. Some diorite steps maybe. Polished diorite steps. In fact, we can try that right now. We have the diorite, so let's give that a try. I'll just cut 4 for now. Railing will be probably stone, could be wood, don't know yet. But how's about we do something like that? And if we wanted more girth, we could do that. Now, if we wanted to, one of the other things we can do, oh dear, is we can get this into a corner here if we want to. Sometimes that doesn't look very good, but we can give it a try here and see what we think. I'm actually going to do that because it gives a little bit of extra to that, which I think we need here. So, all right, we'll figure out the rest of that later. This is going to be a floor right here where we're going to have another level, which will get rid of this seam that we have going on here. And this breaks up that flat wall a little bit. You need something to break it up. It's too much right now without any breaking it up. Alrighty, next order of business. I think we need some light. We've got it pretty dark in here all of a sudden now. Alright, did we leave any blocks that I need to try to get a hold of? Alright, so then the only question is, how do you get up here? Because we're looking at a beam right here. And should we have it here, or should it be one up higher? Or should this be the doorway and the balcony way up here? So these are the questions we're going to have to ask. I'm thinking this could be the doorway and the balcony up here, is what I'm thinking. I don't know, that creates too much unbrokenness on this wall, but I don't think it needs to be quite as busy as it is. So let's go ahead and have a little food and try it that way, because we want to give the impression that the wall, there's consistent support across the wall. So we're going to add this scaffolding, and we are going to go up here real quick like, and we're going to figure this out. So we like the balcony. We think it's a good idea, but we don't like it there. We think maybe we want to put it a little bit higher up on the wall, which would make more sense anyway, because you're going to be using this to check out what's going on in the facility. So you're going to want to be a little higher up, closer to the light source. Tahookie, pardon my language. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna work. Okay, dunsies. Did we drop any blocks down here? Of course we did. All right, there we go. We've got my balcony door. We've got my normal door, which will be part of the floor. This wall will be broken up by the next level of floor, which I guess will come in here. Each level of floor has been 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And we're at 4 blocks, so that's where the next level of floor should start. It actually starts at 5 blocks, because at 4 we have the stairs here. that we've added all the way around. So we need to go to 5 blocks. Now I had a different idea in mind for this stairwell, and I'm going to look into that later, but for right now, let's just put in some temporary blocks. Hello, I see somebody has joined the stream, and it is Dispent. I don't know what UIP means. You're going to have to let me know. Dipsan. If you're asking for the IP to the server, I can't give it to you. It is you have to apply to it. There'll be a link in my video descriptions. I'm not the one in charge of the server. That's Aristotle of Aristotle Gaming. Welcome to the stream, Dipsan YT, and welcome to the stream, Boston. Oh, I am ASMR. Okay, I'll take it. You know, I'm happy to be that. So, cool. How you doing, Boston? What's going on, man? All right, now, if I remember correctly, let's see. Yes, at 5, we have the stairs. Oh, I see. I see what I've done. Okay, so I have stairs around the edge, and then I use slabs. Gotcha. Okay, well, let's do that. Let's get some slabs if we don't have them already. I does not have slabs. Have a safe drive home, Boston, and it's nice to see you, man. And I'm glad to hear that you're doing okay. I was getting worried there. I had checked in on you and you hadn't replied, and I was like, oh no, what's going on? But it turns out you're fine. Just going through your thing, you know. Yeah, I got stairs. Lots of stairs. More stairs than I know what to do with. Perfect. That works for me. Okay, so let's run this around the edges. And I think we're going to start at the 5th block. So right here is where we're going to go. We'll just go all the way around and get this done as best we can today. Then we got to light it up, of course. Got to have your lighting on here. This is a little slow, unfortunately, and it's not very exciting. Sorry to say. But we've got a nice sunny day out there. I'm looking forward to a walk. I might even decide to go out for a run this afternoon. It'd be a great time to do it. The last time I ran was a Tuesday. Strangely enough, right after the stream, I think is when I did it. I got to work tonight, so I don't know how it's going to work out, but we'll see. What kind of weather are you enjoying, Boston? Do not get distracted with your driving, but if you get a chance to let me know what kind of weather you're enjoying, let me know. But please pay attention to the road, not to my yabbering. Now, I had a problem when it came to the stairs, trying to blend them together. I really fought with that, and I believe what I did was, yes, a solid block. I believe that's what that is. Right at the edge of the stairs. So let's go get ourselves some solid blocks and get that blended in correctly. And we're going to see how this is coming along. Hopefully we will have something that we're going to be happy with here. Let's take this stripped log and we'll turn it into solids. And let's take out one of our stacks of these things because we don't need them. Slabs. Come on. Where's my word at? I know my word's there somewhere. I think it's supposed to be here. Is the solid block. Can't say for sure. Trying to identify how that connects because I want to match that up, and that's not connecting the same way. Oh, that's because we're not a block away here. We're actually right next to it. Okay, so it's slightly different. But I think this is the correct approach. I think this will look good. 50? That's not real warm, man. Sorry to hear that. I think I'm having better luck than you with the weather where I am. It's probably 60 or 70 out there, and it's sunny right now. I'm really tempted to take my shirt off when I go running, get a little sunlight. You know, humans are supposed to be solar powered. But being a 300-pound fella, I didn't really think I wanted to be running around, you know, with my shirt off. What will the neighbors think? But I'd sure love to get some sun on my skin, I'll tell you what. I really do belong in California. I think that I'd fit right in with that crowd. Somehow we messed up. Don't ask me how. It's all Boston's fault. No, I'm just teasing Boston. Keep your eyes on the road, man. I got distracted by my own wandering thoughts over here. Well, that's okay. I know how to fix this. Ugh. Okay, let's get this right now, shall we? Supposed to be up here. And then we have to figure out how to blend all this stuff together. And I'm not 100% sure on that, honestly. But yep, now we've got the floor for the door for the next entrance, next level. But I do need to change the stairs. The stairs are going to have to be done better than they are. And I have a plan. I just don't know how to enact it yet. Oh, poo. Come on, you guys. Let's work with me here. Let's place where I want you. How's that be? Again. I swear today I cannot place blocks properly to save my life. I keep messing up all over the place. Don't ask me how, I just keep doing it. But that's okay because I will have patience. I'm glad I changed the music from the rock music because that was a little distracting. Hard to function while I was doing that. Although I did like the rock music. Okay, so next to me, I think we have it open. That's right. Okay, and then we have it starting. It's solid blocks. Is that what we've got? No. We've run some stairs. Oh, this is hard to tell. Looks like it's a block away from the base of the steps. I guess. So somewhere around here, right around the base of the steps, we're supposed to have... Wow, I cannot find my pattern here. This one was tough too, trying to figure this out. Oh, I see. So it goes one and then it just goes straight across. So that's all I have to remember. No, because it's different. Okay, well, that's fine. Then what we'll do is we'll just put in the slabs, get this floor finished out. And then we'll take a look. I hear kids running around outside. That's good. I like hearing kids running around. They're having fun. Let's find some more music. I think we're all out of music on that track. That was the Nebula Chill playlist, I believe. That was the whole playlist. Pretty good. I liked it. We're now going to go to Shibuya Nights. I always wanted to go to Tokyo and Japan and Shibuya. I have no idea what kind of music this is going to be. We'll know soon enough. Sounds like drums and bass. Oh, that sunlight's getting brighter. It's shining right in my window. It's calling me. I can hear it calling me. I need to get out there and enjoy it before it goes away. But I started the stream late, so we got to get this thing going for a little bit. Okay, who's doing the 90s record swishing over here? Seriously. So is this what it's like to live in Shibuya, I guess? Is that the idea? Is this the soundtrack? If you're in Shibuya and you're driving around, this is what you're supposed to listen to? Probably not even pronouncing it correctly. All right, there should be no more steps leading to platforms after this. The plan will be to have a spiral set of stairs that are going to be the main design, although we might keep these first two. We've got to now have the main design of the stairs are going to take you all the way up to the top. That be the plan. All right, let's get some lights here. We don't want to have any bad guys coming in saying, "Hi, how are you doing? What's going on?" Last thing we need is a creeper embrace. All right, very good. We now have lighting. We now have our level in. We just have to figure out how we're going to do our spiral stair. We filled in the whole floor for now, but it's not going to stay filled in. It's going to get changed. I just wanted it filled in for now, make it easier for the next process, and for me to figure out where everything's supposed to go around here. So what I had done down here is I didn't like how that had come out. I had done this inside edge of stairs. I'm not going to worry about that here because we're going to be changing all of that. So we're going to leave it exactly as it is. It's not great, but it'll work. All right, and then all we have to do is add some more lights because we don't want to have any more spawns up here. And I got to try to remember where all my lights are supposed to go. I think it's the right height. All right, and that is going to work. I'm going to have an excellent viewpoint there to the top of the tower. This part of the floor we'll just get rid of right now. Looks like we've got dark oak planks, so we can either put a dark oak plank there or we can try something different. Let's dump our wood that we have and take a peek and see where we want to go next and what we want to do next. But that's a major dent taken out in this, so now we're starting to get the layout and we'll figure it out and we'll know what we're doing. Actually, I'm going to put in 2. I don't normally like to do that, but yeah. Then we'll have a ladder or something going up here. I haven't figured this out yet, but we'll have some way to get up there. I don't think I'll put a floor up here. I can. I might just put an initial floor like right here, like just 3 blocks or something, and then have a way up. Or even just 2 blocks and have like a little storage compartment. That's another option. This is so far up though that I'm not sure best approach on that one. We may not keep it as a balcony. But were we to do something along the lines of this, and then figure out a way, maybe a ladder right here that would get us up there, and then a ladder in the middle, then you could get out that way. And I could also try a stairwell. No music on stream. Try a vertical spruce trapdoors on either side of the stairs. Simulate railings. Vertical spruce trapdoors on either side of this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a very good idea. The stairs aren't complete yet. They're going to get changed. So, but I will keep that in mind for sure. That's definitely my bag of tricks. But what I want to do is change the entire middle area here. So I'm going to take these stairs and change them because I think that that's kind of a cop-out doing it the way I've done it. And I want to make it more difficult for myself. So I'm going to create a 4 kind of pillar, maybe circular, deep slate support system here in the middle. And then put the stairs winding around it. And then figure out how to make it so that you can get off at these different levels and get onto them. But of course, that's the most challenging, most difficult thing I could possibly do. So it's going to be a while till I get there. If I leave them like this, I will definitely consider trapdoors. That's definitely a good idea for a railing. Thank you for the suggestion. No music on the stream, it says. Okay. Why do I have no music on my stream? Didn't I have this problem before? Ah, yes. I know what it is. Sorry about that. I thought I had music this whole time. Oh no, it's on the right one. It says new game playlist. Wait a minute. No, it's not on the right one. It's showing New Game Plus, but it's on Shibuya Nights. Okay, I need to figure this out, how to use this. I'm using an exclusive, picking the exclusive source. So I have to pick the instance of Chrome playing the music. And I'm not sure if that changes when I change the soundtrack. It might. So I wonder if I can change this so that it can get any Chrome window. Give me a minute to look at this. Is there a way to do any Chrome window on here? It does not say. This whole time I thought I had music on here and I didn't. I'm sorry about that. I don't see any way for me to specify that I only want the Chrome music there. I'm going to look at this for a minute, see if I can't figure this out. Filters, no. Not performance mode, no. There's nothing here. I can try to add a source. I guess it has to be specific if I pick a particular thing. Sprout 2 capture, application audio capture. So if I select that and go to add source, and I just say Chrome and add source. And I call it Chrome, will that work? Let me check and make sure it's not nighttime. I don't want to have something sneak up on me and bite me. Okay, we're still good. Okay, We've now added a Chrome source, which should theoretically work. Nope, it says 0 dB, doesn't have any functionality. It's not getting any, wait a minute, no. There it is. It's working, okay. So then if I take out this other one, no, it doesn't work. Okay, so you have to pick a specific Chrome window. It doesn't let you with the application audio to just pick a general thing. You have to pick the specific. So keep that in mind for future reference, boss. I know you're thinking about streaming at some point. To do application audio capture through Streamlabs and I presume OBS, you're going to have to pick the specific window you're using, and it probably will change if you're using different playlists. I wonder if I should even use that. Let's just remove that because I don't know why I have it set to be Chrome only. There must be a reason why I did it, but I can't recall. Yeah, I can't remember why I did it. If I just say add, can I add an audio? Can I just add a general audio? Will it let me do that? No, there's no, there's app output capture, but I don't think that's a general. Let's try that. Trying to find a general. Oh, now we're getting in some interesting stuff here. Okay, now I see. Okay, now I understand why I had to do it that way. I get it. I wanted to differentiate. Now I understand what the plan was. I had to figure it out. I had a plan. I think I had a plan anyway. Okay, going back to it. It should be running now, and I'm going to turn the volume down on Chrome to 80. I also have the game audio turned down a bit too. Okay, good enough. All right, I'll leave it at that. All right, now moving on. So we'll figure this out later. I might even have like a bridge going over to the spiral stairs that we're going to make. Now let's count out how many blocks our thing is. So that's one here with this one. I'm pretty sure that's one block. Yeah. Really? I know I put you in right. Definitely sounds kind of Asian influenced. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, looks like we're at 10. Let's go to 12. Let's go ahead and grab our calcite. We'll worry about figuring out the pattern and getting all that done later, but let's grab our calcite and we'll go to 12. Got everything else ready to go here. We'll go ahead and grab some diorite as well, but we won't be using very much diorite at all. I want to go to 12, and then I think that's going to take me to the peak of the roof, which is what we're looking for, and then at that point we're going to start bringing in some different blocks. At least that's the plan. Technically, I should only go up 11 on this. So that's showing how high it needs to be, but I really think I'm going to go as high as whatever this is here. I almost wonder if I shouldn't have to go a little higher. Me no likey. Hold on a minute. I need to figure this out. I don't want to go much higher than 12, I don't think. Alright, yeah, so it's going to be... one block will be 12. Okay. Let's grab this and put it in. The question is, do I want to go as high as 16 or do I want to not go that high? And that's what I don't know right now. If I go 16, I'll have a higher tower, and you want a higher tower for your lighthouse, but I'm not sure I have enough blocks. And I don't want to make this thing too enormous. Let's go ahead and push it a little further. So this puts us at 14, and if I do 2 more, I'm at 16. We'll get a distance view on it. I know that the upper tower part isn't going to look as good. I still need to texture it, but we'll get an idea of the height and the scale. Pardon me a minute. Okay, I think we're about out of blocks. Definitely want this to be high enough. It's got to feel like a real lighthouse. That's the plan anyway. That was it. That's all the calcite in the world that I possess. I got 1 block of calcite. Now, I don't believe I have any calcite hidden anywhere. Let's go looking around our stash. It's a weird song, but I kind of like it. All right. Yeah, we already robbed our stash over here. No more calcite, unfortunately. Let's go to bed and we'll go raid the geode some more. Maybe we'll find a slime, get ourselves an extra bit, a few slime balls. I don't know why I keep collecting them. I haven't used them for anything yet, but at least I'll have them. Yeah, I'm thinking it is going to have to be 16. And then the next part will probably have to be 16 as well. I'm not sure. And I probably don't have enough blocks to do all of that, but we'll see. And I got these smooth stone blocks that I made, and I don't know where they're going to be done, what I'm going to do with those. To the mines we go. Darn calcite. I swear it's going to be the end of me. Do I really have enough to do another row of 2 on top of everything else with this 1 geode? Alright, what's waiting for me today? Nothing? Nothing here, huh? A bat. Okay, well that's not super scary. I can handle that. But I think there's going to be something beyond this layer of crystals here. Ooh, iron. I'll take it. I love iron. I never have enough. I think you can plant some of these crystals. Don't quote me on that, but I think you can plant them and grow them. Darn calcite's so hard to get a hold of. Why couldn't white lighthouses be any other color than white, man? Seriously. Alright, that gave us 38, so we got half a stack. I hear zombies crawling around somewhere around here. Gonna be encountering them soon, I'm sure. I didn't bring the doggies with me for backup, so this may not end well for me. A little bit of lapis. I'll lap that right on up. Those zombies sound real hungry. I don't want to be feeding them. You can't get rid of them once you've fed them, you know. Alright, we got nearly a stack. Maybe that'll be enough. I'm worried about digging too far and jumping or falling into a giant cave, and there's so many giant caves around this giant cave that I think it's entirely possible. Definitely do not want to go through that. You guys help me keep an eye out for any bad guys. And the next time I see a crystal, remind me to use my other pick. Don't want to let any of this stuff go to waste. Alright, let's put down some torches and see where we are. Do we have nearly 2 stacks? We have a stack and a half. Well, let's round it off to 2 stacks if we can. That's enough mining for this stream. I don't know if I want to grab that redstone just yet. Let's see. I guess it's okay. Now, I don't know what is going on over here. I don't know if I've been over there yet. But I can see some kind of... I guess I've been over there. I see light. Looking forward to the new tough blocks. I guess there are some tough blocks that are you can do more stuff with, and now you can make some different blocks with them in the new updates. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be nice. I hope they do something with the basalt. Let's grab this last patch. Call it a day. Of course, it's conveniently right in the direction of the zombies growling at me. I don't know where they're at. I can't see them. I hear them, and they're right on the other side, it looks like, of this wall over here. Can't be sure. Don't know. I know there is a zombie spawner not terribly far from here, but it's a bit of a journey to get to it. That's 2 stacks and almost a half of the calcite. I think we're going to call that good. Let's make sure we didn't leave any blocks. You see any red dots here on the screen? I don't see any. Yeah, so I think we're good. Now I just got to find my way back out of here. Alright, they probably left someone for me out here on guard. Let's see who it is today. It's a creeper. Oh, Mr. Creeper, you just didn't know what to do, did you? Oh, this sounds like old game music here. Alright, let's head home, and we'll dump our prize here in one of our boxes. Probably have to take a nap, I bet it's dark out. Maybe not. I hear them going, huh? So maybe it's not dark yet. It's gonna be here soon. I think I've got enough of these to finish with the raw calcite part, and then we're gonna have to move into what's gonna be polished diorite and the other blocks that I've decided for the upper part of the tower. Alright, I have no idea what I'm going to do with all these crystals. Or this basalt. Let's go to our house and dump it all. I'm going to use it somewhere, but I don't know where. Ugh, okay. Alright, where are we stashing all of my basalt blocks I've been collecting in here? Okay. Crystal blocks go back here. Crystals, we need to take all that out. Oh, let's put this in here. I need to be holding that next time so I can do some minor repair work. Love the iron though. I could never get tired of having a lot of iron. That would never happen. I would argue that iron is the most valuable and important resource in the game. I mean, in some cases. Alright, we'll get rid of this lapis. And that iron should process, and we'll get a pinch of health on my pick here. That helped. Bo is gonna die before the pick, I think. Finally, I'm starting to see some stacks of iron. I was really poor on iron there for a while, but I'm finally starting to see some stacks of it. I think I like how I blended that together. I like how it doesn't just cut off, it's kind of rounded and curves in. I think that that's good. I like it. Somebody's driving a very noisy truck. Okay, so if we go 2 more, by my math, that's 12, so that's 13, 14, so 2 more puts us at 16. If we go 2 more all the way around, that will give us the start of the height that we're going to have for the lighthouse. After this, it's going to be bringing in a lot more diorite, a lot more polished blocks, and some polished stone, some polished andesite. I've got a plan here. I gotta remember my gradients, so we'll lay it out really quick so I can refresh my memory. Grab one of these blocks on the roof that I don't want there and get that out of the way. That got us up to where we needed to go. It was just enough. Good enough. Alrighty. Let's break my legs for a second and go take a look. I think that works. Okay, we will go inside real quick and we will... Hey, hello, kitty. I've got cats popping in my building all the time now. Okay, that should do it. Alright, let's refresh my memory. We need to remember what our design plan is here so that we know what we're doing next time we sit down and work on this. Alright, so it's supposed to be some combination of smooth stone and andesite, and I believe we're supposed to have some polished diorite. I believe this is the pattern, but we got to figure out how to blend this pattern in with what we currently have here. Yeah, so for the upper reaches of the lighthouse where it's less wind exposed to the elements, less rough stuff going on, it's going to be that gradient. But how I'm going to blend that gradient and make it make sense with this last part of the wall, that I don't know. And I have to texture this wall and make it so it's not boring. I think part of what I can do is I can bring in here at the bottom, I'll bring in some of the polished diorite. I'll have regular diorite scattered, maybe one or two more pieces, you know, here and there along the sides. And then we'll bring in the polished. And then we'll get denser and heavier towards polished as we get up here. Maybe that's what we'll do. Or maybe we'll just do a solid line like we did here where we just had our andesite and it just kind of cut right off here. And went right into the next texture. Maybe we can do that inverted the other way. That's going to require some thought. I don't know what I want to do there yet, but this is a good point for tonight. My voice is breaking up on me. Okay. Anything else we want to do today? Well, let's attempt to get some of this texturing done. Why not? Actually, no, I've got another idea. Let's go ahead and try to figure out, do we want to invert it, maybe have it get darker towards the top? Would that be a good way to do it? I don't even know how that would look, but let's give that a try. Let's go ahead and do... I gotta figure out how it's going to lay out, but let's do an inverted layer and see what it looks like. I'm curious. So if we're going to do that, we'll be bringing in this polished diorite near the top. We're going to need some more scaffolding. I had a spike a leg there. Let me know if you guys experienced anything on your end. So it'll be these last four here, I think. Yeah, I can't reach it there. I need to position this scaffolding so that I can actually walk around the inside wall here and see what I'm doing. I also have to stop falling off my scaffolding because that's not going to help any. Should have guessed. Easy enough to fix. Let's have some food. Okay, we now have our scaffolding in place. We need a bed. We should probably just bring it up here so we don't have to run downstairs all the time. That'd make it a little easier. So what we're going to do, just real quick before we wrap up tonight, I'm going to move my bed upstairs. We're going to try an inverted type gradient going to a darker color at the top, which seems kind of you know, contrary to what you would normally design for a lighthouse, but can't think of a better idea right now. We got 2 scaffolding. Let's put them right here. Okay, so in order to do this, what we have to do is probably have a solid line initially, because that's what we've done with the other. We'll see how this looks. I think we'll do 2 rows and then we'll start mixing in the next color on the 3rd row. I think we'll try that. Not sure I have enough blocks, but we'll see. Then we'll get a distance shot before we wrap it tonight, and we will see what it looks like. Then I think I'm going to go for a run, man. Sounds like a plan for me. Nope, the sun went away. Now I'm not so enthused about it anymore. I guess I'm a fair weather exerciser. Really? Okay, so we're going to see how that looks. We're going to be running this kind of an inverted pyramid idea. Over here, we'll go ahead and add in the occasional one of these guys, because they're going to get blended in here on the 3rd row, I think. There. Alright, that'll give us a general idea. Are we on the right track or not? And there we go! Kaboom! That was a bit of a fall, wasn't it? Good thing I set my bed, huh? Nobody had to see that. Gotta go get my parts. I need to get feather falling on my shoes for sure. This is not going to work. I cannot keep falling off and dying. And I'm getting leg spikes like I cannot believe. Man, this is ridiculous here. It didn't throw my stuff everywhere like I was expecting it to. Alright, let's get myself all kitted out here and ready to rock. See what, if anything, we're missing. My poor armor is wearing out on me. Just not the same anymore. Alrighty, I don't think we're missing anything, but I can't really tell. Alright, I want to go around to the other end and go a little lower down and around. I want to see if there's any other bits and bobs that are missing. Then let's get a distance view in the boat and see where we are on all of this. Oh. Need to go further up. Okay. There is a path around, but it's kind of hard to find it sometimes. Alright, this is where we fell, but I don't see any items hanging out in the water or here on the moss. So that's good. Didn't lose too much. Just a little of my confidence in my skill in navigating steep terrain. Or lack thereof in this particular case. Alright, let's take a look and see what we've got. Hopefully we're on the right track and our height is getting close. Okay, so maybe another layer of 8. It seems as if the height is not going to be good enough for the width. I almost feel like I made it too big around, but it's really too late to try to change that now. I'm just going to have to work with it. I mean, the height isn't bad. 8 more blocks won't be bad. Just have to hope it'll be good enough, but it's a little squat. I think it needs more height to go with the width. Probably should be at least 16 more blocks high. But what I can do is I can remove these last couple of layers and just go in with a block like spruce or whatever. And I know it will look ugly, but it would be a good way for me to get the shape. So I could just go in with that and just get a general shape traced out. Then I could figure out the height from there. So let's grab some spruce blocks because I've got acres and acres, pardon me, of spruce blocks. That should be enough to get me pretty high up on there. So the next time I come to look at this, I can work on that. Let's grab these diorite. We're going to want them. And the polish. Good, we've got our supplies ready to go. Probably about bedtime. Do you think I'll finally get a staircase built in here? Taking me all this time and I still haven't built the staircase. Let's scalp off these last 2 layers and put these away. We don't need them. I know what we're doing. I think that the inverted's going to look weird, but I think it'll work. I'm going to put the regular diorite in here right now. And then I think we need to have some andesite in there. And I don't know if there'll be much calcite, but we might sprinkle a little bit here and there. But I think we've got enough andesite and we've got enough diorite we can then finish however many layers we think we need to do for this last part of the tower. But to get the actual height, I think we're going to scalp off these last couple I added. And we're going to bring in the spruce and we're going to try to get my height. Now, the tough thing here is I have to be able to collect these blocks. I cannot let any of these blocks go to waste. Well, I think our color is gonna work. We might need more calcite to do a little more height. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this next part. I don't think I'll fill in the entire thing. I think I'll do a framework that I can fill in later. And the framework will be the height that we decide with. It'll be my guideline so I know how high I want this thing to be. Because right now I honestly don't know, so I need to figure that out. Do not fall on the ground, you will die, yes you will. Okay, do we have any blocks in here to pick up? A few, not very many. Alright, so we'll determine the height and general shape of the lighthouse with the spruce blocks. That'll be the plan. We'll just develop a frame and then we'll fill in the walls with the appropriate textures and we're done. And that'll also include our roof. We'll get our roof up as well for the middle tower. Then we'll do all the texturing and fine details. I think that'll be the good plan. I got to do one loop around here because I got to make sure that there is no... Yep, there is one right there. I don't want to lose any of these blocks. They're kind of hard for me to get, so... Too bad they haven't made it so that you could actually make some of these blocks and then do stuff with them like the calcite. I'd love to have different textures for the calcite. That'd be nice. Alright, we're going to wrap it here. My voice is falling apart. We did a pretty good dent. We accomplished the goal. We wanted to find out what in the world... Do these guys like farm animals or something? Is that what's going on here? Let's get these guys out here. We wanted to find out what was going on with how we would connect these two structures, and we figured it out, and I'm happy with the results overall. It's looking good. I'm glad that I brought it in by one block so it didn't look too samey. How much do you want to bet that I'm going to find these guys back in my horse stable the next time I come on stream? Oh, I still don't have a name for the horse, so you guys got to help me out. Give me a name if you got one for my horsey here. He's in full diamond. He's a pretty good jumper. He's not great, but he's good. We need a name. I don't have a name for him. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That is looking pretty good. Let's get a distance shot on the side here. We can get one from right here. I like it. I like it a lot. I even like how this kind of curves down. I don't know how I'm going to edge this, what I'm going to do here, but I probably will do something to stick it out. I think another viewer was mentioning something like that. He used a word that I can't remember right now, but that meant staking it out a little bit on those edges. I could run a line of that red nether brick along. I've got a couple of options. It's a little bit low, so I just got to figure that out. Hello, Black Belt. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see you join there, man. You caught me right at the end. Oh, because you break up the straight line between the stone and calcite. That's exactly what we're talking about. I got to figure that out. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Name the horse Walker. Okay, we have one vote for Walker. I will write it down. I'll have to put up like on the channel, on the YouTube channel tonight. We're going to have like different names. So we got one vote. I'm doing a horse names section. I kind of like Walker. It makes me think of Walker the Texas Ranger. I don't know if I think the horse is a Walker, but I got to think about that one. You caught me right at the tail end, Black Belt. My throat's giving out and the sun's going away, and I wanted to get out and get a run in, I think, today, if I can make myself do it. I got to work tonight, so I don't know how convinced I'm going to be. Trying to get some exercise. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We got to come up with some ideas. If you guys want to post comments on the stream, or even in chat what you think I could do. I like that it lines like that. I like that. I tried bleeding it through where I would take some of the gray and go up here and the white and go down there. I did not like that. That didn't look good to me. This fits me. I like this, but it is too much of a straight line and it does need to be broken up. And all of this facade here, I'm probably going to bring in some walls and break it up a little bit that way on the final detail step. That's probably going to be one of the things that I will do so that it looks like parts have fallen off. And I might bring that around here to the house, but that doesn't solve this problem right here. And I can do trap doors. I can do 100 million trap doors, you know, and go along the edge with that. And I could also do stairs and make this level stick out, but it becomes more complicated if I try to do stairs over here to stick it out. I can do slabs and I can do walls, kind of, sort of, you know, and I can just run a line of another block. It's going to be tough. I might do a little YouTube research, see what somebody like B-Dubs would do when they're encountering a transition like this. You probably wouldn't get stuck like I have, but I wanted to have the darker here transitioning to the cliff and then to this, and I didn't have any in between the white and the gray that I could come up with to blend it together and make it look a little better. I don't really have the space either, so don't know. That one's going to be a tough one. It may not get finished. I don't know how long I've got, but we'll see. I like what it looks like overall, though, so far. Shape's good, except for the wideness of the tower. Daywalker. All right, good night, Boston. I'll catch you later. Black Belt, thank you for joining the stream. Boston, thank you for joining the stream. I'm going to head out myself. Time for a walk, time for a little exercise. Sorry to bail on you there, Black Belt. I will definitely have your horse idea name written down. If you have any suggestions for how I might do some edging along the building, let me know. Either in the comments for the video here, the stream, or in the chat as I wrap up here. I want to thank everybody for joining. Appreciate your viewership. And definitely going to be working on my intentions and my attitude when creating content, doing streams. I'm going to be working on that. I got some adjustments to make, so I'm going to be working on that. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I'll catch you in the next stream. We're going to go to chat real quick. Okay, I'm going to disconnect from here, and I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to go over to here, and I'm going to go to chatting, and Control-Shift-0. And... Gonna be awkward because they're looking at me all funny. They don't really care about me. But I'm gonna be looking at it for somebody's gonna notice and say something. What, you can't afford a pair of running shoes? He keeps telling me I gotta do it, you know, barefoot. And I think he might be right. Even though I've got these wonderful I'm just kind of